We now have the privilege to be able to hear the teachings from Jessica and Jordan on this week's Torah portion. And if you need to go to the bathroom, I'd say wait until after, if you can, because you don't really want to miss this. You don't want to miss this.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Over the course of the year, I've been studying the Hanan as my Torah portion. This portion is about Moses pleading with God to allow him to enter the promised land. But Moses was refused. Moses then recites the 10 Commandments and tells the people, do what is right and in the good sight of Adonai, that it may go well with you. Our portion is special because the Shema and Ve'ahavta are in it. The Shema and Ve'ahavta are pieces of Torah that we say every day, starting with, Hear, O Israel, our Lord, our God, God is one. And it includes statements about the importance of loving God and passing that on to the next generation. For those of you who are familiar with the Shema and Ve'ahavta, when you hear her say them, what do you think? A special treasure God gave us? Something you recite at services? Or just a prayer you've heard of? Well, actually, like I mentioned before, the Shema and Ve'ahavta aren't prayers. They're declarations that God gave us at Mount Sinai. There isn't just one translation. There are different interpretations made by people around the world. But can we really decipher the meaning of the Shema and Ve'ahavta? Is there one right answer? Over the past year, I've been trying to figure that out. All the interpretations I read discussed how important the Shema and Ve'ahavta are. Rabbi Plott said, the Shema and Ve'ahavta will never be forgotten. When I hear that statement, I believe it. If its meaning has lasted hundreds of years, there is no doubt, in my mind, it will last hundreds of more. Another idea I really liked is said by Rabbi Shlomo Riskin. Quote, by reciting the Shema and Ve'ahavta, it's our way to create harmony. That's a lot to say. I think when Rabbi Shlomo Riskin said that, he means that when the Shema and Ve'ahavta are said, they can bring the whole world together to create peace. All of these ideas I agree with, but of course, I have my own theory of why it is so important. What I think is, receiving the Shema and Ve'ahavta are what officially freed us from Egypt. You might ask, but the Pharaoh set us free. Yes, the Pharaoh did set us free, but we only had our physical freedom. We were missing something. When we received the Torah with the Shema and Ve'ahavta in it, the final puzzle piece to our freedom was added. The Shema and Ve'ahavta completed us and helped us become free people by inspiring us to be better people. When God gave us the Torah with the Shema and Ve'ahavta in it, what did He want us to learn? What is God's secret message that He wants us to figure out on our own? I think what God is trying to tell us is that the Shema and Ve'ahavta are meant to be a part of us forever. They are not only supposed to be known, but also supposed to be said day and night and be one with us. Along with reading what the rabbis think of the Shema and Ve'ahavta, I also read a few translations that I liked. I also made my own interpretation, and I would like to share it with you. You shall love the Lord your God. Love your God more than a precious stone. You shall love your God personally, and remember everything we do comes from God. You shall speak good, act good, and do what is holy. Remember what is right and wrong, and teach it to generations below you, so these words will never be forgotten. When saying these words of harmony, you partner with God to make the world a better place. And these words are what officially freed us from Egypt. When I say that, I feel loved by God, and it makes me feel good. Where would we be without the Shema and Ve'ahavta? I know one thing for sure. Without it, we would not have the Jewish life that we do, filled with joy and connection. When God gave us the Shema and Ve'ahavta, it was a life-changing event. It made history, and I'm glad to be part of it. Whenever I say the Shema and Ve'ahavta when I go to bed, I always feel the day has ended, and I have another day waiting for me with joy. Shabbat Shalom.